Welcome back, Wisdom Seekers. Welcome back to another episode of Organic Wisdom. So let's talk about that organic again for a minute. It's hot out here, bugs flying. I'm getting sweaty. I'm like, man, maybe I should go home and change my shirt so I don't see my sweat marks or whatever. I'm like, you know what, Joe, you gotta stand on, you know what I'm saying, that organic piece. When she was talking about the raw, you gotta keep it real, so keep it funky, because the universe gonna know if you're lying. So I'm like, okay, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna let y'all see me sweat if that's the case. But today we're gonna talk about, obviously the title of the video, my light bulb moment. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just dive right into it. So with the light bulb moment, it's as easy as you walking in your house, stumble around in the dark, and you hit the light switch, and everything is clear. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to really work for it or something to it. You know what I'm saying? You was moving and it kind of just happened. You know what I mean? And it happened for me, so I know it can happen for you too. And where it started was last week. I decided I'm gonna drive out to Michigan. You feel me? And along the way, certain little things just started to happen. And the first thing was I got pulled over. You feel me? I got pulled over by the police. I was wrongfully speeding. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, shout out to him because he cut me a break. And I realized, you know what I'm saying, I was being cool with him, not even being fake, just being real with him, being cool with him, being transparent. You know what I'm saying? He let me go on my way. And this is like at 3 o'clock in the morning, coming out of AZ, you know what I'm saying, where everything going on right now. Anything could have happened, you know what I'm saying? But he was cool about it, and I was cool with him. You feel me? So that's the first thing. So I'm on my way, I'm driving, and about 15 hours later, I hit Oklahoma, and you know what I'm saying, I called my mans up. And all these stories, I'm gonna be telling real stories, but I'm never gonna name drop, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you the names of the people in these stories. So I stop, I see my mans in Oklahoma, and honestly, I didn't feel like stopping because I was just so I was just so set on getting where I needed to go. But I'm driving, I'm like, man, it'd be a crime, you know what I'm saying, if I ain't stop and see my mans. So I stop and see him, and I see his beautiful place. I see he doing well, you know what I'm saying? He showed me, you know what I'm saying, his new job and all of that stuff. And I'm like, I'm genuinely happy for my mans. Like, genuinely, like, I gave him a hug, and I'm like, damn, I'm like proud of you. And I'm happy for him. I'm like, damn, I feel like it's a part of me. You know what I'm saying? We stop, we chop it up. It's good vibes. And, you know what I'm saying, I move along to where I went to school in Pittsburgh, Kansas. So I stop in Kansas. As soon as I get there, hey, forgive me for all the noise. It's organic, I can't control it. So anyway, back to the story. I get to Kansas and I stop, and again, it's my GPS take me out of the way. You know what I'm saying? It took me all the way down to 4th Street, if you know where that is, if you're in Pittsburgh, Kansas. It took me all the way. I'm like, damn, I'm mad, this and that. And wooty, bam, bam, why would it take me this far? Like, and I'm like, man, whatever. I'm in Pitt. It's a small town. So you know what I'm saying, I calm my vibes back down. We get to the bar. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't even tell you the part. I call my boy up, and he like, hey, Joe, I already got your hotel. I got you some room service in there, yada, yada. I'm like, damn, man, that was cool of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try my hardest not to name drop. I'm new at this whole YouTube thing, so if I slip up, I'm sorry. But anyway, he hit me up. He's like, hey, bro, meet me at McCarthy's. Luckily, McCarthy's is like right on the street I'm already on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dang, like that was cool. I'm like, damn, I like how that happened. You know what I'm saying? It happened organically. So without me trying. And it was ugly at first, then it turned beautiful. But back to the story. I get to the bar. He walk in. We having I'm like, hey, bro. Everybody know I'm a tequila man, bro. Patron shots. Let's go. Woo, woo. So we drinking. But I noticed before I walked in the bar, I noticed the bartender kind of gave me a smug look. The 2 girls next to me gave me like a little, you know what I mean? But I was cool about it. I ain't care. You know, I'm waiting for my man to come in the door. He come in the door, I embrace him. We hug, we laugh, we talk shit, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, we start drinking, yada, yada, yada. And then my other boy come in, you know what I'm saying? And like my old roommate, you feel me? Like that's my brother. He walked in, and he wasn't even knowing like I was there. You know what I'm saying? He was there to apply excuse me, for the bouncing job there. So it turned into like, oh shit, my boy here, hey, 2 more shots, 2 more beers for my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get him started. You know what I mean? And it happened organically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't hit him up. I did hit him up, you know what I'm saying? Let him know I was going to be in town, but he didn't know I was there at that particular time, and it turned to something beautiful. Then the girls next to me, you know what I'm saying? We hit it off, you know what I'm saying? Big time. We hit it off. We having fun. And then it turned into like these 2 people, you know what I'm saying, being, I ain't gonna say rude, but just, you know what I'm saying? And the bartender, but the bartender giving me free shots and my boys free shots and the girls, you know what I'm saying? And they buying me drinks just because it turned into a good time and I was being myself, you know what I mean? And I wasn't being fake and I wasn't trying to go home with it. Because even one of the girls said, hey, like, you can stay at my place. Like, you should stay another night in Pitt. And I don't think she was trying to do anything sexual or anything like that. I think she was just generally being a cool person, you feel me? But she's like, yeah, like, you shouldn't leave tomorrow, like, stay another night. I'm like, well, I got a hotel, so, you know what I'm saying? I think on it. So I get back to my hotel and I'm thinking on it and I'm thinking on it. And then other people see that I'm in Pitt that I ain't seen. So I'm like, you know what? What's the rush? Like, it ain't really a whole lot for me in Detroit outside my family. So I'm like, you know what? What's the rush? And it ain't every day I get to see my college friends. So I stay. And it ended up being just a good time. And we didn't even do much. And then 2 of my good friends there, I'm not going to say their names, seen me. You know what I'm saying? Seen I was in Pitt and they was pissed at me. I'm like, hey, I didn't even know y'all was here. I definitely would have hit y'all up. Like, I love y'all. I hit y'all up. And I thought y'all was gone because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ramble a little bit, but just bear with me. So anyway, I ended up kicking it with them for the night. My homeboy, my other homeboy who ended up, I told you about, who walked into the bar, who was applying for that job, stayed in the same complex as them, and he had another room. And he was like, Joe, man, you staying in another. I didn't even think like, oh, where am I staying for the night? And he looked at me like, what you mean? You staying here? I'm like, all right, bet. You feel me? Organically, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just happened. I didn't have to force it. So anyway, I go out with them, have a great time, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a blast. We talking shit to each other the whole time. Like, that's just our relationship. And I get back, and me and my boy chopping it up about life, and we, you know what I'm saying? And it's time to go to bed, you feel me? So I wake up the next morning, he tried to like talk me into staying again, like, bro, you might as well just stay, man, relax with it. I'm like, I gotta get on this road, man. I stayed the whole extra day, I didn't even plan on it, and it was fun, and I didn't regret it, you know what I'm saying? So my next step is I'm making my way to St. Louis. And I've only planned on stopping in St. Louis for about 2-3 hours at the most. And I'm like, I get there, and I'm like, you know, it's good to see him. He got a new house. I didn't even see that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even tell me. He ain't posted or nothing. I'm like, dang, bro, you ain't tell me you dropped a new house. Wooty, wooty, bam, bam. And it's a good time. It's good to see him. I hug him. You know what I'm saying? Tell him I'm proud of him. You know what I mean? And it go to like, Joe, just stay, bro. Like, what's the rush, man? Like, you don't see your boy, man. Turn up with me, man, one time. Like, let me show you, like, you know what I'm saying, where I grew up and this and that. And I'm like, so I had that moment again like I did in Pitt. You know what? It's not every day I get to see my boy. What's the rush? It's not really a lot for me in Detroit outside of family. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm here, bro. Let's turn up. So we, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take you to this food spot, woo woo. And I met this girl, and just everything was cool. Then it just started storming. I'm talking about like 2 hours into it, like it started storming bad. I'm talking about trees falling on houses. We gotta weave through the sticks and the branches that fell in the street. You know what I mean? I'm like, I look at him like, damn. Like, I'm glad I decided to stay, because I would have been about 2 hours in my trip and would have been screwed. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to turn around. I'm like, dang, I'm glad I stayed. And it happened again, organically. So we stay, turn up, we have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Me, him, and his girl talks shit. Shout out to her. She funny as hell. But yeah, it happened organically. It was fun. It was genuine. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't forced. You know what I mean? All he had to do was just throw the idea out there. And I'm like, you know what? It's a good idea. Jumped on and stayed. So anyway, I make my way to Detroit, and I'm telling my daughter's mother about everything that was happening, and it didn't dump. She like, yo, all that stuff happened because, you know what I'm saying, you genuinely good people with them. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, if you had one, because I played football, I ain't thought that, so I played football with these people, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, if you had been like a dickhead in the locker room or an asshole around campus, you know what I mean? Not even just to them, but just if that would have been your vibe, you know what I mean? Like a real dickhole. Because see, I'm a shit talker. Everybody know that I'm a shit talker. But I'm a genuine, you know what I'm saying? Everybody feel me. I'm going to genuinely try to be a good person deep down inside. I'm going to get to that. But anyway, she's like, yeah, if you would have been a dickhead to them and this and that, like it would have just been, hey, what's up, Joe? How you doing? How's life? Shoot the shit and kept it moving. And I would have had to bar the hotel and stop it. You know what I mean? But because like they knew it was genuine between us, like genuine people want other genuine people around. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously. You feel me? So I was like, damn, I never even thought about it like that. And this is why I'm driving, you feel me? I'm like about 2 hours away from home. So I'm like, damn, why don't I try that in Detroit? Let me give it a try. Because Detroit, you know what I'm saying, it's a rough city. It got a lot of negativity there, you know what I mean? And so I get there and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be myself. You feel me? Like, I'm going to walk tall and proud. I'm not going to try to walk a certain way or use the local slang and, you know what I mean, just put on that persona, you know what I mean, like I would used to do, like when I would go home, because I feel like I had to do that to protect myself. And I'm just going to be real with y'all, you know what I mean? But I used to feel like I had to do that to protect myself, you know what I mean? And I realized along the way that, and this is through the trip, I get to Detroit and I realized like through the trip, like how I'm moving, how I'm reacting towards people, is like I'm getting positive feedback. So I'm like, I'm like, dang, it's actually working. Like, dang, let me take it a step further. I go out to eat with somebody, and somebody I actually shouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying, there with, honestly. But anyway, I try to order a drink, and the bar, well, I was going to say bartender, but my server told me, hey, we're not serving alcohol. And I'm like, damn. So I look over, you know what I'm saying? It's another couple there, you know what I'm saying? They kind of looking at us, we looking at them, yada, yada, yada. And, you know what I mean? Instead of being negative, I'm like, let me just try something. I'm like, hey, I was like, y'all want to come outside and take some shots with me? And it turned in, he's like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it turned into them being cool. And the person I was out to eat with ended up networking with him because this person was a photographer. You know what I'm saying? This couple over here was a photographer. This dude said he did videography, something along that nature. And they ended up networking, you know what I'm saying, just off me doing something, just something small. You know what I mean? Like not really going on my way, but just doing something small. And it turned into them being cool. And I'm still in the car, you know what I'm saying? Like taking my little sip. They didn't took their shots. And went back in, they asked me for another one, and I'm like, come on, man, I need a little bit for myself later. And it's like, you can be a good person and still put your foot down, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be negative, and you don't gotta be like, fuck no, and fuck you, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I need a little bit for myself later, you know what I mean? And it was a laughing, ha-ha moment, but it was still like, no, you know what I mean, at the same time. But anyway, a couple minutes later, he come out, he's like, hey, bro, they about to fire up the hibachi grill, man, just come out here to let you know. And I'm like, damn, man, I appreciate that. And I really did, because in our city, most people not gonna do that, and he didn't have to do that. So for him to go out his way and come tell me they about to fire up the grill, it kind of actually did mean a lot to me, and it let me know what I was doing was right, you feel me? So I'm gonna move on. It was later on that night, I tried to go around to the Riverwalk, and the police was just telling people, like, get your car out of here, you can't park here, this and that. So I try to move to another spot. They come over there, they be negative to me. And I think he expected that response from me. And I just said, you know what? I know you're doing your job, man. Y'all be safe out here tonight. I'm gonna get out of here. You know what I mean? And he smacked his lips. He's like, man, you know what? He's like, man, if you go park down there, whoopty bam bam, man, you can get out and chill for a minute. The Riverwalk is closed right now, but man, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can have a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying, in this spot right here. So I'm like, cool, man, I appreciate that, man. Y'all be safe tonight. And I genuinely meant that. And people could feel when you're being sincere and when you just being a dickhead. Because I was like, all right, man, y'all be safe out here then. You know what I'm saying? I could have been negative, even if I'm saying something positive. You feel me? Like, they felt what I was putting down, because that word carried weight and it carried energy. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up letting me stay. And that was just another situation. Oh, but the dude behind me though, in the same situation, they was negative to him again. You know what I'm saying? Even though I just gave them some good vibes, they was negative to dude. Dude responded how they wanted, you know what I'm saying, me to respond. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Leo Cartier, don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? He get to writing them a ticket and this, and that. And I'm just looking like, dang, like same situations, two different outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I chose to do something different. You know what I mean? So when the opportunity presents itself, you don't have to go out your way to be positive and do good things. You know what I'm saying? Just when an opportunity presents itself, just somebody walking by, you know what I'm saying, and you just, you know what I'm saying, get out the way a little bit and saying excuse me, or just please and thank you, you know what I'm saying? Or just little stuff. You don't have to go out your way. You know what I'm saying? If I'm seeing somebody walk across the street, I'm not about to go over there and try to talk to them and be kind and this and that, because then you're going to stretch yourself thin. But I'm just saying, when the opportunity presents itself, it's either button A, positive, or button B, negative, because I'm starting to learn. Now I'm starting to learn. I'm like, hold on, I catch way more flies with honey than vinegar. So meaning like I'm have a better outcome being positive than negative, if you follow me. So we're gonna keep going on. I'm talking to my uncle about all this stuff because it's like a whirlwind for me. Like I said, it's that light bulb moment. It's like I flick the light on and I can see. I'm like, hold on, Uncle, let me tell you what I'm seeing. Because now it's like we all can be in the light. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing the world a disservice. I'll be doing my family and friends a disservice if I'm not telling them, like, hey, I think I found something about the energy. You know what I'm saying? Let me share this with you, because I want all of us to be in the light. I'll be doing, like I said, I'll be doing ourselves, all of us, a disservice. You know what I mean? If I'm not sharing this with somebody and just keeping this to myself, you know what I'm saying? That's genuinely how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all gonna pick up on it, because even with the YouTube, you could tell when somebody just being, you know what I'm saying, just want some views or whatever it is. And you could tell when somebody being sincere, and it's gonna be raw with me the whole time, even if I'm uncomfortable about it. And I know that was a little ramble, but you know what I'm saying, that's genuinely how I feel about it. So I'm telling my uncle about all this stuff, and he's sitting back listening, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, yeah, that really don't, you know what I'm saying, too much happen out here, you know what I mean? And so we talking about it, and we going into Dunham's, because we about to go to the gun range to get some bullets. So we going into Dunham's, and he was like, oh shit, I ain't got a mask. I'm like, damn, I ain't got another one in the car. And this dude walked by, you know what I'm saying, white dude, hunting hat on, you know what I'm saying? He probably look like he don't even have friends that look my complexion, you know what I mean, honestly. And that was just me being wrong for stereotyping and judging somebody. Hey man, I got some extras in my truck. Cool, we go over there, you know what I'm saying, thank you, I appreciate it, you have a good day, man. And I told my uncle, like, just like that, I said, man, me being positive, honestly, like, I feel like when you do good and it's genuine and the universe can see you, because if you're doing it out of, I ain't gonna lie, if you're doing it out of, oh, I'm gonna do it so I can get good, yeah, nothing bad gonna happen to you, but nothing really good gonna happen to you either, because, you know what I'm saying, the universe can see your soul, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly, truly was seeing that, hey, the one good thing I do, like 4 more good things happen. You know what I'm saying? I start calling them coins. I said, damn, I get like 4 coins for my one good coin. I get 4 good coins for my one good coin. And that's what I started to notice. I'm like, dang, that's pretty cool. And so I kept going and more good things kept happening. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is like, I've learned for the first time that I could be myself, and I was kind of pissed, because it was like, damn, I've been selling myself short this whole time, because here I am thinking, like, maybe I got to put on a facade and be fake sometime to get what I want, when I could genuinely be myself and who I'm supposed to be. And it's like, I honestly just like kind of start falling in love with that idea that I can really be myself, be genuine, and get positive results. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm gonna be like too soft or too hard about it, you know what I'm saying? But I could just genuinely be myself and feel when the vibe is right. Like I say, I can put my foot down and say no. You know what I mean? Or if an altercation happens, you know what I mean? A fist fight, I go to the gun range, I have aim, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about that. But it's like, I'd rather present kindness to somebody before I show them negativity, and even twice, give them a second chance, because people do deserve second chances. Even give them a second chance if they're negative to me again. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, they have to see the other side. But before that happened, I separate myself, because that's not what I'm trying to put out here. You know what I'm saying? So even before that, hey, I showed you twice. Before I even have to get rude and nasty with you, I'd rather just separate myself, man, and just get out of here, you know? But it's like, damn, for the first time, like, it's like I feel verified, you know what I'm saying? Like, I verified myself instead of looking at it from other people. Because in the past, like I said, I would be honestly just negative and toxic, and not even just realizing it. It's like I'm so upset with myself that I used to be like that, man, because who knows where I could have been, you know what I mean? Like, everything I've been wanting, I could have already had it, just if I had just been myself and been genuine. And it's like, I need y'all to know that, you know what I mean? Like, I need y'all to know that, because there's younger people out here, you know what I mean? If I would have known this years ago, I'd be somewhere else right now, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm sharing this message, to just honestly, like, look within yourself, because you could lie to other people out here. You could put on whatever facade and mask you want, but you can't lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't lie to yourself. And that's the thing. And it's hard to do. And I'm not going to say it like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole organic thing, what organic is, sometimes something that's organic is stank, it's ugly. You know what I mean? You don't want to deal with it. You'll rather have the more beautiful version of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman who doesn't shave her legs, it's organic. Or a woman who doesn't shave, it's organic. And some people don't like that. Sometimes it might get a little sweaty. Sometimes it might have a little stench to it because the sweat hose down there. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry if that was, you know what I'm saying, weird, but I'm gonna get better at this. But it's easier when it's not organic, when it's shaved and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use better examples in the future. And I can't edit this. It's gonna be raw. So, but organic is what we need to be, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about spiritually. Organic is what we need to be. It's because, like, if you're not, you will get yourself hurt. You know what I'm saying? You'll get yourself hurt on different levels, spiritually, emotionally, physically. It's like, when you're not in your lane, you know what I'm saying? When you don't stay in your lane, you gonna crash. And what staying in your lane is just being yourself, staying in your lane. When you're not in your lane, man, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna crash. And you don't want that, and I don't want that for you. You know what I'm saying? So just recognizing that I could have just been myself organically this whole time, man. And really, that's really what it's about. And if I don't get nothing else to you, just keep that piece of, you can be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can genuinely be yourself even when it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier said than done. Doing the right thing is harder than doing the wrong thing. Like me, I want to get in shape, and I want to, you know what I'm saying, feel good about and it's crazy because I actually feel good about myself for the first time. Like, I feel good about myself genuinely where I'm at, but just because it started up here first. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, I thought I loved myself because, I'm in shape, I'm playing ball, big man on campus, messing with different women and this and that, you know what I mean? Before I had a girlfriend, before I met my ex, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story. We're gonna get into that too. But, you know what I'm saying, before that, it was, you know what I'm saying, it's probably like the spring of 2017, and that's the last time I really felt good about myself. It was the spring of 17, yeah. And it's because, you know what I'm saying, I'm in shape, I'm eating right, you know what I'm saying? I got women in different states that I can go see or fly and see me. I'm thinking like, I love life, I love myself. And it's like, I didn't love myself. I love the things that was around me and materialistic, and the things that can be gone in the blink of an eye. Even my health, you know what I'm saying, can be gone in the blink of an eye. You not take care of yourself, you get, you know what I'm saying, you start to gain weight and all of that. Or let's say, God forbid, something happens to me, I get in an accident and I lose, you know what I'm saying, anything. So honestly, you could lose it all. And I was happy about the things that can be gone in the blink of an eye, instead of being happy with what's forever, and that's my soul. I had to pause for a second. Back to it. instead of being happy about my soul and about my mindset, you know what I mean? And for the first time, it's like, damn, I love myself. Like, I love myself, like, just the way I'm thinking. I love the way I feel. And I look in the mirror like, hey, shit, I love him too. You know what I'm saying? Dad by y'all, I love him too. You know what I'm saying? But just moving forward, I really want to do the right thing even when it's hard, and just remain neutral when time presents itself. Not go out of my way to do it, and just do it when the time presents itself. And I know I'm probably repetitive, and y'all might hear the same things in my next videos, you know what I'm saying? But it's organic and it's real, and a lot of it tie in together, you know what I'm saying? So peace, love, and respect to everybody out there. If y'all got any questions or anything that y'all want to bounce off of me, I created a Snapchat. It's Organic Wisdom for You, and then the Snapchat is OW, the number 4, and I believe it's the letter U. Don't quote me on that. I gotta go back and look. I just created it last night. But also I have an email address, Organic Wisdom, the letter 4, and the word You. So if y'all got some stuff y'all want to bounce off me, man, that's what we're here for. Let's learn and grow off each other. Contact me. But until then, man, wisdom seekers, y'all have a good one, man. Peace out.